The increase in fire severity is dramatically due to fire suppression, but there is also a climate driver that is going on. And there's been some very large fires that we've seen the negative consequences of this. Probably one of the more visible was the Angora fire in 2007 up near Lake Tahoe, which burned at really high intensity. That level of high fire intensity, though, has played out many times over. Another good example is the Moonlight Fire, which is up near the town of Quincy, and that burned at about 70,000 acres, most of it high intensity, and particularly was a problem because it had a high density of California spotted owls, which is a sensitive, threatened species in California, one that we have a lot of concern over. And it burned up much of the habitat that they use. So normal's relative in the sense that we get year-to-year variability that's very high. But I do think that the long-term trends, which again is climate rather than weather, the long-term trends do show that we're having a much longer duration fire season. And during that period, the forest is very susceptible to burning at high severity. That, coupled with the fuel loading that's occurred over the last century because of fire suppression, does mean, I believe very strongly, that we're going to have more fires, larger fires, and those fires are going to be of higher severity. And as they're of higher severity, it means that they're less beneficial to the ecosystem, they threaten structures, and they threaten people. And we do need to figure out a means of making the forest more resilient to this fire, which is going to occur more often. I think it's very important to try to adapt Sierra Nevada forests to the changes that are coming, both due to climate change and due to the effects of a century of fire suppression.